Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast! I'm YouTube, this video today. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2752 BC. The album, Dad. Rock on gold dust. I have some things to say. Woman. I so bad wanted to sing the theme to the Never Ending Story. Does anybody else have the theme song to the Never Ending Story stuck in your head today? Well, if you don't know what you don't know, is a lot. I'll just leave that right there. But anyway, let's get into this video today. Peter Monn, what have you done today? Well, I slept in. Look at my face. Okay, I've literally been in bed all day. I slept in and very, very late. Then my husband and I went to brunch like we do every Sunday. Then I came home and I went back to bed. Oh, first I went to the flower market and bought more zinnias than I've ever needed in my entire life. I had no plants as of a week ago, and now I have more than I know what to do with. They're all over our patio. So anyway, and then I went back to bed, and my husband went back to bed, and we just got up, and I'm like, ow. I was like, I want nachos. And he goes, should we get the things to make nachos? And I go, what things would you get to make nachos? I guess nacho cheese and nacho chips. Anyway, so I was like, well, first of all, I have to make this video because there's some very serious things going on in the world today. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Hold on a second. I need some chapstick first before I go any further into this video. But you have serious things to talk about. You need your humongous chapstick reviewed by Peter Monn on Peter Reviews Stuff. My review channel listed below. Okay. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, sham-a-lang, dang, ding-dong. Ow. Ding. How's the drama phone? This is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you? Well, my head hurts a little bit today, Jane, if I was going to be real honest with you. Jimmy Gimlets. Jane Gimlets. Well, I was just reading about all the shade of Nikita Dragun. I know, I'm so surprised. She's so pure and innocent, that one. She'd never be shady towards anyone. What? I know. Well, all right, Jane, I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. So anyway, if you don't know, what you don't know is a lot, like I said earlier. Nikita Dragun is being shady towards James Charles. And underneath the thread in the Twitter where it says, no, she's not. They're friends. She's not being shady. Yes, she's totally being shady. 100% she's being shady, and we're going to talk about that right now. And I have some things to say about shade, okay? Now I just woke up, so get ready. Anyway, let me go back here for a second. The first thing is that Nikita Dragun, she put out this gif, like of her doing this. And then it said, July 12th, Miami meet and greet. Right here's a little tweet that she put up. And then right after that, she followed that up by putting details coming soon. This will be this will be 100% free, no tickets. I really want to meet you guys and just, I'm not going to say that word, around, LOL. So anyway, she is going to be doing a meet and greet in Miami. I thought I might just even get on a plane and fly down to Miami just to meet old Nikita Dragun myself. I've been wanting to meet her forever now, so I might just hop on. No, I wouldn't, okay? But I'm sure there might be some people that will. But I think it's very, very nice that she's doing a free meet and greet, you know? And when she could charge a lot of money, she could charge $500. Some people charge $600 for meet and greets. She could charge whatever she wanted to charge for a meet and greet, and she probably can make it too, you know? But I do kind of wonder at this point, like all of these YouTubers go on tour. People always say to me, they're like, you should go on tour. You should have a meet and greet. What would we do? Me and 3 people would stand around, I don't know, at the Chinese buffet and just look at each other. Hi, it's nice to meet you. I mean, I don't even know what to do. What would I do if I went on tour? All of a sudden act like I'm a singer? Because I'm not a singer. So how would I come up and... It's the end of the world as we know it, and it's nice to meet you. Buy my merch. I mean, what would you say? Like, right? You know? And so can you imagine a Nikita Dragun tour? What would she do? A makeup look? I'm confused. So anyway, no, Nikita, no! So anyway, so she's doing a free meet and greet up in Miami, and it's going to be, we don't know yet when the details are, but I think it says something about, somewhere I saw July 12th. Oh, July 12th. I just read it to you guys. It's one of those days. Okay, so then she goes up here, and somebody says to her, why does this feel like it's going to be a fail? Like, really, are you trying to feel like a saint or something, or a charity worker? Nobody's ever happy. Why can't you just be happy? She's trying to give something away for free. There is nothing free in this world, and this person knows it, and that's why they called her out for it. No, I think it's very nice. I think it's really, really nice that she's doing a meet and greet, and that, you know, she's hiring all the people in the space and everything like that. Nikita responds and she says, How are you gonna get mad over a free meet and greet with full security, event staff, and proper location? Would you rather I charge $500 per ticket? This is for my friends, baby, or just a follower. So, is she shading James Charles? And the reason that people are speculating that she's shading James Charles is because he was selling meet and greet VIP tickets for $500. Of course it's shade. It's absolute 100% shade. I think if I was sitting here interviewing Nikita Dragun and I said, were you shading James Charles? She'd say, absolutely I was shading James Charles. I shade everyone. I shade all of my close friends. I think that's known at this point, right? So anyway, she shaded Jaclyn Hill. She shaded Nikita. She has shaded herself. She shaded Gabriel Zamora. She shaded everybody out there, including the big middle finger we saw last year, which started Dramageddon 1. Okay, but nobody remembers that Nikita had any part in that. What? She just kind of acted like, who, me? Pfft, forget it. So anyway, but if you go underneath here, the comments are really, really interesting of what people had to say. And somebody said, just here for the clap back from Nikita. And then somebody else said, James Charles equals quaking. I don't really think that James Charles has ever been quaking a day in his life from Nikita Dragun. And then somebody else said, $500, the shade, sis, the shade. And imagine complaining about a free meet and greet. That's so annoying. And then somebody else put in quotations, $500 per ticket, the shade. And then underneath there, somebody else said, I thought I was the only one who noticed how shady that part was. Oh my God, you were the only one. And then somebody else said underneath here, people complained about James' meet and greet being so expensive, and now they're complaining about a free one. Nobody will ever be satisfied, I swear. And then somebody else said, I was going to tweet that. And this is my favorite. Somebody wanted to educate the entire Twitter thread. Okay, guys. Now, seriously. Okay, guys. It says guys. Truly, it says guys. There is literally no shade. James and Nikita are friends. Are friends. All caps. That means screaming. If you're old like I am on YouTube and you don't know it. All caps means screaming. I'm just saying, okay? Guys, there is literally no shade. Sadly, little emoji face. James and Nikita are friends. James had an entire show and thing planned along with the meet and greet, and he had different ticket tiers. Stop causing drama where there is none. Girl, you just cause the drama, okay? Because there's total shade. She is completely shading him. And this is the thing that is the problem in 2019 with the children. The children. See, shade is a bad thing, see? This is what's happened, okay? We have taken, now when I grew up into the world that I live in now, that means when I came out at the age of 18, 29 years ago, I think it was, and I've been out for 29 years. You know, back then, in this world of all of my friends being drag queens that maybe made $52 a night if they were really doing good in the local drag bars, they shaded us left and right. We all shaded each other. Shade was a form of flattery, okay? That's what you did. You flattered each other with shade, right? You called each other out on the obvious stuff, and it was real kind of like, it was funny. That's what you did, okay? It was sarcasm. But today what we've done is we've taken shade and we've turned it into this ugly thing where shade to a lot of people equals bullying. We've also taken the word bullying and we've inflated it to where we've taken a lot of people's stories away, and people that are actually being bullied aren't looked at like they're actually being bullied when there's a lot of it going on, because we call everything bullying anymore, right? Like you could say, hey, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics that I received in the mail had some grainy substance in, and 500 people would say, quit bullying Jaclyn Hill! It's not bullying. It's a customer service complaint, right? It's shady, but it doesn't mean that she's not friends with James. She's like, it's not like I'm charging you $500. I mean, we already know. And James probably would laugh at this. I don't know, maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he would take it super seriously. But I think that Nikita Dragun shades all of her friends, and I think she's good at it. I think it's funny, you know? And thank God we have somebody out there that's doing it. No, Nikita, no! Because some people, like Gabriel Zamora, want to keep it real serious all the time, right? But back in the day, when we want to talk about shade, shade was something like, it wasn't, shade is not equal to being shady, right? I bumped my camera. But shade is not being shady, see? Like, being shady is being like behind the scenes trying to manipulate and calculate and all that kind of stuff, right? Or just being a bad person. That's not shade. Shade is throwing shade at somebody, right? Like, so anyway, if you guys want to know more about the whole definition of all that, y'all can watch Paris is Burning, which I think came out the year that I came out myself, 1990 and all that kind of stuff. But we use all of these words today because we hear them on RuPaul's Drag Race and we see them in the pop culture area, but we don't really know what these words are because we don't really live with them. But back in the day when I came out in a world where not everybody was using these words because we didn't see them on TV, and and thank God we do. Thank God we do hear them on TV today because that's called progress. We've come that far, right? But you have to really understand what's going on here. She's not being a bad friend to James Charles by saying that. This girl's right, not everything is drama. It just isn't. It's just not that deep. But she is kind of throwing shade, and it is kind of funny, I think. So anyway, if you go underneath here, people say, yikes, this is why we can't have nice things. Nobody ever can be pleased. And somebody said, period. And I do think it's like a lot of complaining. Like, I don't know. I kind of wonder why she came up with this idea of doing a meet and greet. But back in the day, listen, it wasn't like everybody was out for the dollar. Now, today, everybody goes on tour. Everybody has a meet and greet that they pay for. And even if they don't go on tour, if they do a meet and greet, you pay for it. And Nikita's actually doing something that YouTubers used to do back in the day, which is where they would just do a meet and greet and they'd say, okay, 3 p.m., such and such place, I'll be there if you want to take a picture with me or whatever, and people are complaining about it. And she's kind of going back to old school kind of YouTube kind of thinking, and I think it's really, really nice. And I do think that it's something good that she's done. And quite frankly, Nikita, to me, who is always about the dollar, always about the attention, always about that since I have been covering drama, I'm pleasantly surprised. And I say this in my vlog channel a lot, that I talk over there an hour every day. It's like a podcast. People listen to it every day. But I say one of the things that makes me happiest in life is when people pleasantly surprise me and they show me a really positive side about themselves. I think it's great, that she's coming out and she's doing a free meet and greet. Maybe James Charles will join her. Who knows? Or Gabriel Zamora, who'd show up. Okay, and somebody says it sounds like TanaCon, and somebody else says, you're not going to sing off key, are you? And then this is where people are getting real shady up in the comment sections, right? The other thing you have to remember about shade, okay, the difference between there being shady and shade is, like, if I'm friends and you're friends, if we're friends, and I, like, say something, like, to you, like an offhanded comment, like, if you leave me some kind of nasty comment, but I know that you're a really good friend of mine, and I say to your comment, like, you really thought you were doing something with that comment, right? Like, see, like, that's shade, okay? But we both know that we're friends. But if you and I are not friends, and I don't like you, and I say to you, oh, you really thought you were doing something with that comment, right? Like, that's completely a different connotation. She and James are friends. We know that, okay? They were just going in, and they were, showing up to Kylie Jenner's party, being shady to Jeffree Star. Now, see, that's the difference, okay? We know the difference with all that. So there's a huge difference between it. She's not doing anything wrong. I think it's kind of funny, actually. Throwing shade like it's sunny. LOL, love you. I wouldn't even care if it was free or $500. I would pay it just to see Nikita, but girlie, come to Chicago. Well, I would have deleted my whole damn Twitter after that clapback. A lot of people would. That's a literal bot account trolling anyway. We ain't worried. Oh, who knew that? Is that true? Let's go up there. That would make the whole story even more interesting, wouldn't it? Oh my Lord, it is so true. Oh my God, and everybody's falling for it. She probably started the drama herself. Oh, the shade of it all. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm gonna go eat my nachos. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.